like this opening passage from the Saint-Saëns third violin concerto. At first, we just figure out those notes. We have, right at the beginning, a C sharp and then a D, A sharp, B. This really establishes our B minor key right here. And then we go up to that fifth of the scale, that F sharp. Just figuring it out right at the beginning. I'm not doing anything kind of funky with my fingers. I'm just figuring out the intonation, where it should sound. Then after I kind of get that in my ear, then I work on getting that shift on the G string instead of. It has a very different tone quality, and there's a certain excitement and grit that we get with playing it all on one string instead of changing to different strings. And then in addition to that, in the practice process, it's like, well, how am I going to do the shift, right? Do I want to do it that way with shifting on the second? Or I'm not saying one is right or wrong. My personal preference is to shift on that third finger and sound that I really like for that particular shift. C sharp, and then D. Then a B way up there. So how I would normally have to do that on the A. So again, I would figure this out first. So that's all in first position. That makes it easier for figuring out those notes. But as we figure out what those notes sound like, then we can transition it to and so that's a good way to figure out the shift is with that leading finger. So I'm not changing fingers. And I know that should be on my A. And it gives me right where that B is. The third finger going all the way down to that C sharp. And then I can find that B. I would also add in a drone, maybe just put it on B. And I would keep working on that until it got to a point where I could really hear the intonation and quality of all the notes. First figure out the notes, then figure out rhythm. As you are looking at a piece that is maybe new to you, or maybe something that you've played before and you're revisiting, don't be afraid to push yourself forward a little bit. Try to do some running, because that can show some errors, right? But then review fundamentals. Are the notes correct? Is the rhythm correct? Am I phrasing it the way I want to? It's really important to balance both of those things, and especially important, the closer you get to performance, to push yourself to run more, but still reviewing all of those little details in the process.